Confidence is something everyone wants. It's such a huge topic of conversation with athletes. Even if we aren't talking about confidence, we are working on confidence. Because if you know how to reset, if you know how to manage pressure, emphasize process over outcomes, then you're probably more confident in your abilities. And just simply knowing you have those skills, those mental skills that help you be more resilient, that makes you feel like you're prepared for whatever comes your way. A big challenge regarding confidence that I see with athletes is the fact they need to feel confident. Because being confident, it's a nice feeling, but when we aren't confident, what happens? Well, we typically get really nervous. We start to play scared or safe. We start to doubt, or we just wait around for a good play to happen in order to feel confident, which is dangerous because then we just placed all of our confidence on the outcome of the first couple of plays. So if it's a great play, then amazing. You have a lot of confidence that spikes. But then what if the first play isn't good? Where are you getting all your confidence from? So then confidence is very reactive. It's completely left up to chance when you don't want confidence to be left up to chance. You want to go into your games and your meets and your competitions already knowing that you are confident in your abilities and you can handle whatever comes your way that day. And I always tell my athletes, even the best of the best in this world, they don't feel their highest level of confidence all the time. But what separates them from everyone else is what they do when they don't feel confident. They don't let the fear take over. They continue to play with courage and trust. So today we're going to go over one thing to do when you don't feel very confident. And this is not just for athletes, this is for everybody because we all want to be more confident in our day to day jobs and what we're doing, what we're trying to execute. So, the one thing that you need to do when you don't feel confident, it's not to go out and find more confidence, it's to find courage. Courage is doing something that we don't necessarily want to do or doing something that can put us in harm's way for the betterment of a greater outcome or a greater cause. So, a couple of simple examples here that can be relatable for everybody. When you're younger and your parents start making you call the pizza place to order one, you don't want to do that. You don't want to hop on the phone with a stranger. You don't have confidence talking with other people on the phone. So, what do you do in that area when you don't have confidence? Well, you have courage and you hit the call button and you start talking. Over time, the confidence builds up, but you didn't have confidence at first to start calling people and ordering things on the phone. Another example is going up to introduce yourself to someone. That can be scary. You don't have confidence right away when you first start doing that, but you have 10 seconds of courage and you walk up to that person and start talking, and then the confidence and comfortability grow over time with being able to do that and introduce yourself. I think a great example is hearing about men going up and talking to their now girlfriend for the first time. They're like, I was not confident at all, but you know what? I had 10 seconds of courage and that helped me just go up to her and start the conversation. So you don't need to have confidence to have a good performance. Sometimes you just need to have courage to do it anyway and take the shot. What I ask my athletes is, what's one time in your sport where you had to have courage? And what's one time in your life where you had to have courage? And some answers I get are going to camps when I didn't know anyone, calling up a coach and talking to them on the phone, taking the game winning shot, even though I was missing the entire game. And then I ask, what helped you have courage in those moments? And I usually get answers like, well, thinking about the outcome that I wanted helped me have courage in that moment. Think about how it would benefit me or others if I did this thing. Having support from others, maybe having people to hype you up. Some people say literally just doing it, just taking action, counting myself down. So, okay, I'm going to go over and talk to this person in 3, 2, 1, and then they're just on their way. They just simply do it. And I encourage all of you listeners to think of the same. What's one time in your life where you had to have courage to do something? Maybe there wasn't a whole lot of confidence in that moment. And what helped you have courage in that moment? Then when you aren't feeling confident, let's not dwell on the fact that you aren't confident, but look for in that moment to find some courage. Think about the benefits that could happen if you do that one thing. So if you aren't confident in a certain skill set, like serving, for example, then have the courage to call someone up and ask for a private lesson. Then that will start building confidence for you. So for this week, moving forward, don't necessarily look for confidence, look for moments to have courage. Thank you for tuning in, you all. For more one-on-one sport psych help, please visit my website, rootedsportspsychcoach.com, or email me at georgia@rootedsportspsychcoach.com. We will see you next week.